Finland is building a tomb designed to last 100,000 years. That's longer than human civilization has existed. Longer than we've had writing, cities, or agriculture. 20 times longer than the Egyptian pyramids have stood. Carved 430 meters into bedrock nearly 2 billion years old, Onkalo will become the world's first permanent repository for spent nuclear fuel. A structure meant to be sealed shut in the year 2120, then remain undisturbed until the year 102,000. By which point, everything we know about our species could be forgotten. How do you build something that must outlast human memory itself? How do you communicate danger to beings 100,000 years in the future, when languages will be unrecognizable and our entire civilization may have crumbled to dust? And how do you engineer a tomb that must survive ice ages, earthquakes, and the unpredictable chaos of deep time? This is the story of Onkalo. Since the 1950s, humanity has been generating high-level nuclear waste with no permanent solution for what to do with it. We've been kicking this radioactive can down the road for over 70 years. Today, approximately 400,000 tons of spent nuclear fuel sits in interim storage at hundreds of sites across 39 countries worldwide. That pile grows by about 12,000 tons every single year. And here's the problem. This waste will remain lethally radioactive for up to 100,000 years. Yet right now it sits in temporary pools and concrete casts that were never designed for permanent storage. Over 2/3 of the world's spent fuel is in what's called wet storage. These are pools of water at reactor sites that require constant monitoring, constant cooling, and constant security. If the power fails, the water stops circulating. If society collapses, who maintains the facility? If a natural disaster strikes, what happens to the containment? The isotopes in this waste don't care about our problems. Plutonium-239 has a half-life of 24,000 years. Some components remain hazardous for hundreds of thousands of years. Far longer than any human institution has ever survived. Longer than any nation, any religion, any language. And yet, no country had ever successfully opened a permanent deep geological repository for high-level waste. The United States tried with Yucca Mountain. Decades of political battles killed the project. Other countries studied the problem, commissioned reports, held conferences, then quietly passed the burden to the next generation. One expert put it bluntly, it's a societal problem that has been handed down to us from our parents' generation, and we are, more or less, handing it to our children. Surface storage failures have already happened. At the Hanford site in Washington State, radioactive waste leaked into groundwater. Temporary solutions are failing on a human timescale. What happens over geological time? Finland decided to do something different. In 1994, their Nuclear Energy Act mandated that all nuclear waste produced in Finland must be disposed of within Finland. No exporting the problem, no waiting for future generations to figure it out. This law forced the country to confront nuclear waste head-on. The site selection process took 17 years, examining 4 candidate locations before settling on Onkalo Island on Finland's western coast. In 2001, the Finnish parliament voted 159-3 to approve the project. Then construction began on a structure unlike anything humanity has ever attempted. They call it Onkalo. In Finnish, it means cavity or hidden place, a name that captures both its physical reality and its ultimate purpose, to hide something so dangerous that it must never be found again. The repository sits 400 to 430 meters below the surface, carved into migmatitic gneiss that formed nearly 2 billion years ago. To put that age in perspective, when this rock solidified, the most complex life on Earth was single-celled organisms. This bedrock was already 1.3 billion years old when the first dinosaurs appeared. Currently, workers have excavated 10 kilometers of tunnels. When complete, Onkalo will contain 50 kilometers of passages spreading across 2 square kilometers of underground space. That's roughly equivalent to 280 football fields of tunnels carved into billion-year-old stone. The waste will arrive in copper canisters, each one 5 meters long, 1 meter in diameter, and weighing up to 26 tons when fully loaded. That's as heavy as 4 full-grown African elephants. Each canister holds 12 spent fuel assemblies sealed inside a cast iron insert, then wrapped in 50 millimeters of pure copper. This outer shell provides corrosion resistance. The inner iron provides mechanical strength to withstand earthquakes and the crushing pressure of glacial ice. The multi-barrier system works like a series of Russian nesting dolls. Uranium fuel inside ceramic pellets, inside zirconium tubes, inside iron inserts, inside copper canisters, inside bentonite clay, inside crystalline bedrock half a kilometer underground. Here's how the process works. Spent fuel first cools in water pools at reactor sites for 30 to 50 years, allowing short-lived radioactivity and heat to decay. Then, at the surface encapsulation plant, 12 fuel assemblies are loaded into a cast iron insert. That insert goes inside a copper canister. The copper lid is sealed using friction stir welding, a solid-state process that joins metal without melting it, preserving the crystalline structure that makes copper so resistant to corrosion. Each sealed canister descends via elevator 430 meters underground. Robotic vehicles transport it through the tunnel network to its designated deposition hole, an 8-meter-deep vertical shaft drilled into the tunnel floor. The hole is pre-lined with blocks of bentonite clay, a special material that swells when it contacts water, filling every gap and creating an impermeable barrier. The canister is lowered in. More bentonite is placed on top. Eventually, the entire tunnel is backfilled with clay and sealed forever. If you find engineering like this fascinating, consider subscribing. We cover the world's most ambitious structures, and there's plenty more to come. Over the next century, workers will excavate 137 disposal tunnels and emplace 3,250 copper canisters containing 6,500 tons of spent fuel. The construction license application alone was 10,000 pages. It took regulators 3 years just to review it. And then there's the challenge no engineer can truly solve. Communication across deep time. When Onkalo is sealed in 2120, it will have taken 116 years from groundbreaking to completion. Longer than any human lifespan. No one alive at the project's start will see its end. And after sealing, the facility must remain intact for 100,000 years without any human intervention whatsoever. If human civilization were a 24-hour clock, recorded history would represent only the final 90 seconds before midnight. Onkalo must remain secure for the next 2 hours and 24 minutes. How do you warn beings who may not share our language, our culture, or even our biology? Researchers have proposed landscape architecture designed to feel unwelcoming, hostile surfaces, fields of thorns, messages encoded in pictograms, or perhaps deliberate forgetting. Maybe the safest warning is no warning at all. Let the location fade from memory, buried under centuries of geological time. No one knows the right answer. No one can know. In August 2024, Onkalo completed its first full system trial run. 5 non-radioactive test canisters traveled the complete journey, from encapsulation plant to underground placement at 430 meters depth. The facility is on track to become operational in 2026, when it will begin accepting real spent nuclear fuel. Finland has already invested approximately 900 million euros in construction. Another 4 billion euros will be needed to complete the project through 2020. And Onkalo is changing the world. The IAEA Director General called it a game changer for the long-term sustainability of nuclear energy. Sweden is now building a similar repository at Forsmark, expected to open in the mid-2030s. France is planning CJO for 2035. In November 2024, Canada selected a site for a $26 billion facility of its own. For decades, critics said nuclear power couldn't solve its waste problem. Finland is proving them wrong. When the last tunnel is backfilled and the final seal is placed, Onkalo will become something unprecedented in human history. A structure designed not to be remembered, but to endure. A message to the deep future, if anyone is there to receive it, that one generation finally took responsibility for the dangerous legacy of nuclear power rather than passing it to the next. The documentary Into Eternity captured this philosophical weight when it called Onkalo The first time in human history that we are building something for almost eternity. Whether it succeeds, none of us will ever know. Our great-great-grandchildren won't know. 100 generations will pass, and still the answer will remain hidden, sealed in billion-year-old rock, waiting in silence. But for the first time in the nuclear age, someone is trying. If this story made you think, hit the bell to get notified when we publish. And if you have thoughts or know of another mega project we should cover, drop a comment below. Thanks for watching.